What's happening, everybody? Coach Ken here with another episode of CRC Weekly. So, this is episode number 5. In this episode, I want to reflect about the concept of recovery and talking about why recovery is so important. So, I want to start with a simple example, something that we see all the time. Let's just make up a person, and we'll call this person Doug. Doug is new to CRC, he's new to the gym, and he's new to CrossFit, but he loves it. Doug's pretty regular and consistent in class and starts noticing some super fit people around him. I mean, these people are lifting heavy, they're crushing the workouts, and they're just making it look easy. Doug's of the mindset that these people are so fit because they're working out morning, noon, and night. And while some of that may be true, a lot of it tends to be false. But anyway, Doug's of that belief. And so Doug starts doing some supplemental lifting on the side because he thinks it's going to make him more fit. Within a couple weeks, Doug starts to feel pretty burned out and noticing that his progress is stalling. And then within a month-ish, Doug picks up his first injury. And so that's a story I mentioned that we see all the time. And it's happened to me. I've been guilty of it. I'm dealing with a right shoulder injury now from overuse. And just reflecting on that story, Coach Steve has always told me in the past that more fitness never leads to more fitness. And he's 100% right. More fitness does tend to lead to overuse injuries, and we see that story play out time and time again, unfortunately. And so if more fitness doesn't lead to more fitness, how does one become more fit then? And the answer is relatively simple when you take in the concept of work hard, play hard. And it's probably more accurate to say work hard, rest hard. When we're talking about rest, we mean recovery. And let's just kind of talk about what's happening when we're working hard in the gym. When we're working out, we're accumulating these micro tears in our muscles. And as those micro tears are getting repaired, you start to feel DOMS, or that delayed onset muscle soreness. And that's the process where your muscles are physically recovering. You're taking nutrients from your bloodstream and they're rebuilding your muscles to make them bigger and stronger than before. That's the gains, right? After you do some heavy lifting, you feel that the next couple days. And so if you keep working so hard and you never give your body enough time to repair those micro tears just keep accumulating into a bigger tear, which is where you get some type of injury, right? Some type of spasm, some type of, sprain. And so you need to balance working hard with recovering hard to reap the full benefits of fitness. And so what are the best ways to recover? This may be somewhat obvious, but let's just have it out anyways. The best recovery, in my opinion, and my personal experience too, is movement. And why movement? Well, movement is increasing your blood flow, and that blood flow is delivering nutrients for repair. So it's that simple. You can't just sit stagnant on the couch. As much as the doctor may say that's the best thing, rest. You got to have some type of movement to get the blood flowing to transport nutrients for repair to what's injured. And that could be as simple as going for a walk, or maybe you're riding the Echo bike casually in class, you're scaling a workout, just anything where you're kind of breaking a sweat, where you're having to get that blood flow and get that heart rate up. Another good way to increase recovery is to increase your protein intake, because protein gives your muscles the amino acids it needs for repair. So you can further increase your recovery by drinking more water, because water is the vehicle for protein delivery in the bloodstream. And then lastly, this one's probably a little bit more harder for most of us, but you can get more deep sleep. Deep sleep releases that growth hormone, which helps for muscle growth and repair. So in summary, the 4 things you can do that are good recovery mechanics, we're talking movement, protein, water, and sleep. And so the fittest people in the gym, they're not doing a lot of additional supplemental lifting all the time, but they are invested in some recovery tools. We're talking cold plunges, saunas, compression boots, maybe some sleep supplements. And think about it. What are those things actually doing? The cold tub is restricting some blood flow, and you mix that with some type of sauna. Now you're increasing blood flow. When you put that combo together, we're talking contrast therapy. You're literally just compressing blood flow and expanding it. You're just pulsing in a bunch of nutrients, and that really helps that repair process. Same thing with compression boots. That kind of mimics that same process. Now, do you need those fancy things? No. But do they help with recovery? Yes. In particular, the recovery times are faster because you're kind of gaining the system to maximize, all the recovery benefits of using those tools. And faster recovery times lead to you being able to work out harder more often. And so that is the secret to getting more fit. It's basically being able to recover as hard as you work out. And just remember, more fitness never leads to more fitness, but more recovery will lead to more fitness. All right, guys, that's it for this one. I will see you guys in the gym. Keep crushing it. See you next day. Late.